I just want you to know that. I took it really because I want people to hear what is being done in the United States for the first time in its history. Taking people like you and putting you in such a position. It's an act of evil. It is the beginning of a police state. I swear to God that that is the case. There is no doubt in my mind the left would create a police state if they could, and they're on their way to doing so. To deny it is to actively engage in willful ignoring of something bad because it's too painful to acknowledge, and it means you'd have to fight it. Okay, having said that, so your employer will do this, or New York State will force them? What is the story in New York?
Okay, so in a couple days ago, Mayor de Blasio, he had a press conference, unrelated, but of course the topic came up. I don't know how close you've been following, but the teachers lost the battle in New York City about a week ago, and they were all mandated to get the vaccine. That being said, going into it, I think the number was at 83 before they even hit the mandate. As far as my job is concerned,
I'm sorry. What number?
So the New York City teachers, they were at an 83% vaccination rate before the mandate.
Right.
Yeah, before the mandate. Now on the NYPD, I think we're roughly around 55 to 60%. That was the last number I heard a few days ago.
If that's true, you think that that de Blasio would okay getting rid of 40% of the officers?
See, that's not an option. But then on the other side of the coin, what percentage of that number is going to be coerced into getting it?
Well, if they all stood firm, it's hard to imagine that New Yorkers would say, we could lose 40% of our police, no problem. I don't know. It'd be, interesting is such a
Yeah, I don't know, Dennis. I can tell you we're sick over it, and it's not just the
I'm sick on your behalf.
Cops. Yeah, the vaccinated cops are sick about it too because
that's right.
I mean, this isn't the end. It's not as if they're going to give us the vaccine and it's going to be over. It's just the beginning.
It's just the beginning. That is correct.
It's just the beginning.
That's right.
Just the beginning.
Listen, I salute you. You said something which I didn't interrupt, but it was so important. It's now transcending a health issue into a moral issue. That's how I feel. The more they coerce these scum, and they are scum, they are America-hating, liberty-hating, humanity-hating people. And you must understand that. And the more they do that, the more I don't want to take the vaccine. They are having the opposite effect on some of us. Joe Biden is a lowlife. He is a thug. He's a crook. He's a weakling. And when weaklings have power, it's a very, very bad thing. This is the man who said it. We had SARS virus in the Obama administration, and he announced he would not enter an airplane. This guy is as close to a coward as we have had in the presidency in our history. Not close. He is. He's a coward with power. Very dangerous group. There isn't a scientific basis for the idea. You're vaccinated. Why the hell do you care if I am? This is astonishing. The only answer they have, is, well, you'll fill hospitals. Did they have that answer during AIDS with regard to bathhouses and gay men and intravenous drug users? Of course not. If you even mention it, you were called a homophobe. Do they have it with regard to anything else? The motorcyclists without helmets? The obese who are who disproportionately have comorbidities? And who's to say they won't go after them? Bloomberg, remember, he wanted to charge a tax for a large soda in New York City, or something to that effect, or ban the amount that they would sell to you. It is a moral issue. I can't tell anybody, though, don't have an income for your family. It's not my place to do it. I have an income. There's a civil war in this country, and it may end up violent. That's the first time I've ever said that. I've said for 20 years this is civil war. Left and right have nothing in common. In fact, most on the left and most on the right would like to secede from each other. I am among them. I have nothing in common with leftists. They are evil. Liberals are weak, so they should go to the left-wing states. Be interesting to see where most liberals would want to live. Be very interesting if they would choose New York State or Florida. Very, very interesting. I hope they choose New York State, because the more New Yorkers who go to Florida, the more it's ruined. Like the more Californians who go to Arizona, ruin that state. It's amazing when people flee left-wing policies and then vote for them in the state they fled to. You got to admit that's precious. That's the perfect word. That's precious. It's getting dark, and this is only the beginning. I promise you it is only the beginning.